everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my everyday look routine. If you didn't see already, part 1 is of my foundation routine that I do, along with contour, blushing, that kind of stuff. So if you want to check that out, that video will be in the description bar down below. And this video in particular is just kind of what I do everyday looks for my eye makeup, and I just thought I get quite a few comments sometimes, so I just thought I would share it with you. And yeah, so I guess let's just get started. So the first thing that I like to do for the eyes is I like to prime them, and I just kind of recently got into priming my eyes, and I have noticed a really big difference. It helps brighten the makeup, it helps it stick, and it helps it stay longer, and it helps it not crease. So they are not lying to you when they say that priming really does make a difference. So what I'm going to be using is I'm just going to be using the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion. This one is an original. When it comes out of the tube, it has a slight tint to it, but I don't think that it gives, like, it keeps a tint on your eyes once you blend it out. But they do have other colors that do stay a little tinted. So I just take about that much, and I'm just going to evenly disperse this between my fingers. The Urban Decay primer potion a lot of the times, but it is kind of pricey. I mean, for this little tube, it is 0.37 ounces, and it was like $20. And the other one that I was using before, and I still grab for it sometimes, is this eye primer and liner sealer from e.l.f. and it comes off and it just kind of looks like a concealer stick, but it's an eye primer, and it works really well too. And I believe this is only $6, so if you don't really want to splurge and grab the primer potion, I highly suggest that you give the e.l.f. primer liner sealer duo a try. I don't know if you can get them separately or not, but it's only like $6 and it works really awesome. So yeah, I highly suggest you give that a try. So now that I've had time to let my primer set, and I know it's set because it's not wet anymore, and it's a little tacky feeling almost, so I know that it's set and it's ready for some makeup application. Okay, so what I'm going to be using, one palette and one loose pigment. I'm going to be using the Too Faced Chocolate Bar palette and this little loose pigment, Pot and Queen Phyllis from Bare Minerals. And the first one that I'm going to be using is this color here in Salted Caramel. And I'm just going to take a little domed brush, and I'm going to concentrate this in the crease and then blend up towards my eyebrow. I'm not going to go all the way up to my eyebrow. I'm going to leave like a little space just for my brow bone highlighter, but I am going to get pretty close up there. Like that. And the next color I'm going to use this domed brush here. And it is in the color Cherry Cordial, and it's this really pretty red color right here. I'm just going to get some of that on my brush. Now the Salted Caramel is a matte shade, and the Cherry Cordial is pretty matte too. It's got tiny little flecks of like glitter in them, but they're so tiny you can barely notice. I wouldn't really call it like a shimmer shade, but it's not really a matte shade either. But I don't know, it's really pretty. So anyways, what I like to do is I'll take my dome brush, again, it just kind of looks like that. I'm going to concentrate the color into the corner of the crease that I'm working with, and that's just so that, yeah, I want the darkest color right in this corner here. So I just like to kind of pat it in and concentrate in this area. And then I'm going to blend it and drag it out into my crease. And I'm going to stop about 3/4 of the way from the outside of my eye to the inside. And don't worry about it being perfect, we are going to be blending it out. Okay, so once I'm happy with the color payoff, how dark it is, and where it's all laid out, then I'm going to go in with my blending brush, and this is from Too Faced. This is their crease and blender brush. It just looks like this. I don't know if you can still get these. It came in a little box set. I got them as a gift a couple years ago from my aunt, but if I can find them, I will link them down below. I love these brushes. They're really awesome, and this blender is like my lifesaver. I love it. So I just start in circular motions right in the corner just to make sure that the color stays placed in this area, and then once I get more towards the inner center of the crease, then I go in with that windshield wiper motion to blend it out, just because when you do the windshield wiper motion it really moves the product, so I want to keep the product color concentrated in the corner, and then I want to blend and move it out in here. So I just start with a little circle motion, and then I just kind of slowly bring it out. Then you can go back in and you can add more product, just kind of get it to look the way you want. I just added whatever product was left from that salted caramel color just back on top of where we blended it. The next one we're going to be using is the Bare Minerals Loose Pigment in Clean Phyllis. And this is a really pretty like champagne-y gold color, but it's not too gold or dramatic. It just gives a really nice effect. Really pretty. When I'm working with loose pigments, I personally prefer to use a sponge applicator, and that's just so I can concentrate the pigment where I want it exactly, and it really does transfer the product really well. We're going to pick up some of the product. So we're going to start with that and place this directly in the center. And I'm just pressing the powder onto the lid of my eye instead of swiping it, so that I can place it exactly where I want it. And then from there we can start swiping it and kind of blending it in. Like that. And from here, I'm going to go in with my eyeliner, and I'm going to, today I'll use this is my Rimmel London Exaggerate eyeliner, and this is just in 01 100% black. And I'm going to be very, very careful. If you want, you can use like a pencil. This one I highly recommend. I got this in my Ipsy bag and I love it. I've used it every day since I got it. And I've worn eyeliner, and it is just a felt tip pen. And like you can go from really tiny to big. It comes off really nice, and this is in this is by the brand Scone, and this is their tattooed waterproof eyeliner. I highly recommend that if you like felt tip pens, that you give this a shot. But for now, I'm going to use my felt tip liquid eyeliner in the little pot thing. And I'm going to be very, very careful, and I'm going to get as close to the lash line, and I'm going to start in the middle, work my way out. As close to the lash line as possible. And you can decide if you want a wing or not. And then for the mascara, so you can do a couple things from here. You can add bottom eyeliner if you want. I don't necessarily do that. I like using my mascara, and I will show you why. So this is the Better Than Sex mascara by Too Faced. And that's what the brush looks like. I love this stuff. I love the brush. My eyelashes are my favorite part of doing makeup because they are so long. And they just really help every look I do. Okay, so what I like to do with my mascara for the bottom lashes is I like to kind of get in here and press down a little bit, and what that does is it creates a faux liner effect without it being a straight line. But it still makes them look super full and thick. Okay, so now I'm going to do the next eye really quick. And okay, so this is the final look with my eyebrows done and some lip gloss on. I did a little bit of a different variation on this eye. I just kind of wanted to show you guys. I did put a little piece of tape down on my eye, and that's just to give it a cleaner look. I did a little bit to up this way. I would have probably put it down a little bit more just to match where my wing would be on my eyes. But yeah, so as you can see, there's that one, and then this one. I tend to go more so for this side than this side, and that's just personal preference. Sometimes I like that crisper, clean cut. Yeah, so that was just my everyday eye look. I do this eyeshadow set a lot, and it's just super simple, super easy. 3 different colors, eyeliner, mascara, done. Yeah, it probably takes me 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes to do my eye makeup in the morning. So it's a super time saver, and it looks really pretty. So I'm all for it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that this was informative, inspiring, and just kind of give you ideas of your own. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos like this.